Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this week's episode of WCA Weekly. This week, the high school springs, mission trips, and flowering of the cross. This is WCA Weekly. Hello, Isaac F. Davis here for this week's episode of WCA Weekly. Next week on spring break, the 9th and 10th grade students will travel to New York to serve those in need in the urban New York City and bring the gospel to a place that needs it so desperately. In addition, juniors and seniors will travel to Azul, Dominican Republic to help the YWAM and their efforts in the Caribbean. As always, we have full video coverage of both teams. After next week's spring recess, Flowering of the Cross will be taking place on April the 17th. Students are encouraged to bring a flower for the cross on that day and experience the relevant and powerful annual event.
Hello, I'm your host Michael Lemley with this week's headlines in American news. To headline news, this week a massive earthquake struck off the coast of Chile late Tuesday in a port city. This prompted the U.S. Geological Survey to issue tsunami warnings for a long arm of Latin America's Pacific coast. The magnitude was 8.0, which was later upgraded to an 8.2. The earthquake's center was 53 miles northwest of Chile and struck at a shallow depth of 6.2 miles. The USGS said that the quake prompted a tsunami warning for Chile, Peru, and Ecuador, and a tsunami watch for Colombia, Panama, and Costa Rica, according to the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. The story is still developing, and we will keep you posted. Updating you on a story from last week, the official death toll from Washington State's mudslide climbed to 28 this past week, as the rescuers located more people, and the receding floodwaters near the rural community are helping the search for human remains by exposing more sites that can be examined. This past Wednesday, there was yet another shooting at Fort Hood, Texas. This comes on the heels of the 2009 shooting. There are 4 dead, including the shooter, and 14 are wounded. The shooter has been identified as 34-year-old Ivan Lopez. As of this time, officials are saying that this is not an act of terror, while the president did speak about the loss of life as he is at in Chicago for a fundraiser. This story too is still developing, and we'll update you on Twitter with the latest, as well as update you guys after spring break. That's all the American news for this week. Stay tuned with breaking news updates, as I said again, by following at WCA Weekly on Twitter. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.
Should girls ask guys to prom?
It depends.
Hello everyone, I'm Tanner Tassone, and I'm the victim of a woman asking me to prom. Rachel Sputnam asked me in front of Miss Clark.
And what did you say?
I didn't have much of a choice in the matter.
So you're going to prom this year?
Apparently.
Should girls ask guys to prom?
Absolutely not.
No.
Should girls ask guys to prom?
No.
In complete honesty, it wouldn't be a bad thing. It wouldn't go with the grain per se, but I think it would be rather charming.
It depends on how desperate they are.
No, they shouldn't.
No. Should girls ask guys to prom?
No, guys should ask girls' fathers' permission first.
Thank you you for watching this week's episode of WCA Weekly. WCA Weekly will return in 2 weeks after spring break. New episodes air every Thursday on the school's YouTube channel. Also connect with us on our social media accounts throughout the week for updates on everything that is going on around here at WCA. This is your host, Isaac F. Davis for WCA Weekly, as usual, signing out.